Did you know a river can move more than 100 kilometers in a single year? It sounds impossible, but it happens. Rivers can erase entire towns, redraw borders, and strand cities miles from the water they once depended on. But how can something so powerful, something that carves canyons out of solid rock, simply pack up and move away? The answer is a dramatic process that reshapes our world in the blink of a geological eye. To understand how a river moves, we need to talk about wiggles. Over years, rivers naturally meander, creating those familiar snake-like curves. On the outer bend of a curve, the water flows faster, eroding the bank and making the curve wider. On the inner bend, the water slows down, depositing sand and silt. This process makes the meanders grow larger and larger, sometimes even looping back on themselves. Then, during a powerful flood, the river can take a shortcut, punching straight through the narrow neck of land. This sudden jump is called an avulsion. It creates a brand new channel and everything along the old Wanda ports. The towns, the farms is left high and dry. The old loop gets cut off, often forming a beautiful crescent-shaped oxbow lake. But when this happens on a massive scale, the consequences are anything but beautiful. Take the Yellow River in China, often called China's sorrow. This mighty river is famous for carrying enormous amounts of yellow silt, which gives it its name. Over centuries, this silt has built up on the riverbed, raising it higher and higher until it's actually flowing above the surrounding plains, contained only by natural and man-made levees. When a major flood hits, the river can easily burst through these defenses and carve a completely new path to the sea. The Yellow River has shifted its course dozens of times in recorded history, swinging hundreds of kilometers from north to south. These shifts have caused unimaginable devastation, wiping out entire dynasties and displacing millions of people. It's a stark reminder that for much of history, we lived at the mercy of these wandering waterways. And this isn't just ancient history. It happened in our lifetime. In 2008, the Kosi River, which flows from Nepal into India, was known as the Sorrow of Bihar for its unpredictable floods. For years, it had been held in place by embankments. But in August of that year, the river broke through. It didn't just flood. It completely abandoned its old channel and carved a new one, shifting its course by more than 100 kilometers almost overnight. The satellite images from before and after are shocking. A vast area that was once dry land became a raging river, displacing nearly 2 million people and turning farmland into a watery wasteland. The 2008 Kosi avulsion proved that even with modern engineering, the immense power of a river can still rewrite geography in an instant. Right now, a silent battle is being fought to prevent a similar catastrophe in the United States. The Mississippi River, the lifeblood of America's heartland, desperately wants to change its path. Its natural inclination is to abandon its current route past Baton Rouge and New Orleans, and instead flow down the much shorter, steeper path of the Atchafalaya River to the Gulf of Mexico. If this were to happen, the economic fallout would be staggering. The port of New Orleans, one of the busiest in the world, would be left on a sluggish saltwater channel. To prevent this, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers built the old river control structure, a massive complex of dams and floodgates designed to force the Mississippi to stay put. It's a constant, high-stakes fight against geology, a multi-billion-dollar effort to stop a river from doing what it naturally wants to do. So why does this matter to all of us today? Because the forces that cause rivers to move are getting stronger. As our climate changes, we're seeing more extreme weather events, more intense rainfall, and more powerful floods. These superfloods put immense pressure on riverbanks and levees, increasing the likelihood of avulsions around the world. Major deltas, from the Nile to the Ganges to the Mekong, are home to hundreds of millions of people. The stability of these regions depends on their rivers staying put. What we're learning is that geography isn't fixed. It's not a static map. It's a living, breathing system, and sometimes it moves. Thanks for watching. If you found this fascinating, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more stories about our amazing, dynamic planet.